Alright, so I'm going to start off by saying that the style for this specific series is not exact. There's no specific style. Any video can be a different way. It all depends on, I guess, how I'm feeling and how I want to do it. I originally had plans for like like a camera to face type deal, and then I realized that for balance wise, it would go over the limit of like between whatever the last time I did one versus now. I feel like I should do like three either gameplay slash edited videos before I then decide to do the strict camera to face ones. So that's the main reason why there's going to be gameplay during this one again as well as just like the last one. I don't know about edits though. Not 100% sure on that. I'm definitely gonna add music, that's for sure. But yeah, what really inspired me to make this video is recently I've been kind of having this weird deal where like people that I haven't thought about in years just randomly come back to mind, and you might be wondering why I would be mentioning that if this is going to be a video for specifically like what you do after high school. Well, I feel like it ties into that because one thing that I feel that people go through is the regret that a lot of not every student has this, but a lot I people that I've known tend to regret things that they've done through high school or even just based within a community, and they're going off to college and they don't have like some of them might not have like well experience in like cooperating with others or having to like basically adapt to this new setting. And again, I'm speaking mostly for college because most people I know are going to college. I don't really know a whole lot of people that are going to university, but so take it as it is. I'm gonna start off by just basically, I don't have a script here, and it's all improv like as usual. So I'm just gonna go off and start. I watched Pump Up the Volume last night for the first time. I got recommended that movie by mostly my dad, and a lot of people like mention it whenever it comes to like I guess comparing me to certain characters. And honestly, I really understand this movie now, and I really get why people tend to compare me to Mark. And the whole thing, I don't want to like really like get into like comparing me and whatever, but I highly recommend you watch the movie. It's a very good lesson based on honestly how certain high schools can be so toxic, in which people end up rebelling against the whole code and everything. There's more to it than that, specifically like regarding actual students, and it's not just based on the whole high school and how it gets run and everything. But I highly recommend you watch that movie. So when if I haven't already covered it, but what inspired me to, I guess, get an actual idea of what I want to do after high school was through my friend. He we had a night where it got really serious, and I don't want to really bring it up, but essentially, like he was having thoughts that that some people have now and then, and it was serious regarding depression and everything. And I was just talking him through it, and I was just trying to get him to like calm down, relax, and then eventually he mentioned, that I think the same way as he does, and we started talking about empath and everything revolving that, and I realized that if I could fully comprehend what that actually is, I could use that to help people. and that's the main reason why I want to be a social worker, on top of replacing the people that I don't feel like deserve a job in that field, and I feel like I could do a better job. But yeah, so when it came to, I guess, starting to get into the ring of I'm going, this is a new chapter for me, I thought that the first thing that came to mind was that I was going to have to, I guess, try not to forget, or try to forget the things that cause me to, like, yeah, things that distract me. And most often or not, it's based on my actions in the past, and a lot of regret. I've had a lot of regret on the decisions I made, and I realized that, um, I got to get rid of that, or I have to make amends with these people, or I have to do something to not, or to get me, thinking about college and not thinking about the past. So, and honestly, the channel kind of helped with that. I thought about, like, if I brought, or if I get these things off my chest, and not only that, like, open an environment that everybody can share, and um, talk about things that bother them, that it'd be easier. And it honestly was. Like, I was not expecting for Amber to reply back when I asked if she could help with the novel that I was trying to write, or the story, or whatever the hell it was called. And it's great that that happened. But I knew if I didn't give in to that, and I didn't put myself out there, I wouldn't have gotten that, and I probably would feel more miserable. So, um, the best advice I can give you is that if there's anything bothering you, this between now and, like, the time you have till actual college starts, try to solve that. Even if it's hard, even if it's difficult, put yourself out there, get it done, fix what you think is, I guess, the number one problem to you right now. My number one problem is that I'm getting all these memories back, and everything that, like, literally every second of someone that's from the past that I didn't really, I guess, I either ignored, I didn't really talk to, I neglected, and I ended up, and here I am now, thinking, like, why did I do all this? So the healthy coping mechanism that I came up with is, rather than, honestly, since I tried writing is alright, but I thought I would go a step further and think about more, like, kind of script writing for, like, a series. So I managed to take 13 people that I've wronged slash screwed things up with in the past, and break them into episodes. And I thought about it, and the way how I do things is like, if you haven't seen the Time Traveler's Wife, basically, if you know time travel, you can't change the past, but what you can do is, if you can make things better for the future. Or so that's kind of like, that's the main idea of the series. Essentially, like, once the main character figures out that that they can, make things better for the future, there's sometimes there will be, like, conflict and whatever. Not everything will work, and I guess setting the atmosphere for each one. I made a playlist. If you want the playlist, you can check it out. Things might change down the road, though. I have 13 songs for those 13 people. And yeah, so that's where that is now. Um, the biggest thing that I can't stress enough is that you you can't think negative about either yourself or how people are going to view you, or when it comes to going into a new community or preparing yourself to go to enter that secondary school. When you when you um, when you realize that I speak for different people. I'm very different, so like I don't really share a whole lot of what goes on in my personal life, but typically, people have jobs and everything, and they're already used to the whole working. Either you have a bad boss or a good boss, or even worse, like you have a good job or even or a good paying job that's very tiring on you, but but mentally you're not always there, and you struggle in that aspect outside of work. Um, when you get to that, or then you want to start seeking out help regarding talking to other people. Um, bosses are very complicated. Definitely coworkers. You want to prepare yourself for that. If you really, if every day is going to be hard when you go to work and you have whatever's on your mind. I know for a fact that like to make this video, I had to go through the motions and not, I guess, have problems. I tried sleeping or having a nap, and that just didn't work. And then I recorded the footage for this video, plus the music, and it was like already 11 o'clock, or past 11 o'clock, so I'm sure you can understand that, like, with all that into consideration, like, that's just, it's overkilling it. However, I managed to get out of that, um, lazy shell, I guess you could say. In all honesty, if you're going through a hard time right now, uh, I want to let you know that within, if again, you can choose to believe whatever you want or not believe in anything. If you want to go into the realms of thinking that, like, supernatural life or whatever that could answer some of your um, things that occur in your life that are very unordinary. But it's been, I don't know how many years, and to just the other day, I came back from sailing just to find out that someone in my neighborhood is looking for me that I haven't talked with, or that moved away and now moved back in the neighborhood. I don't know who it is. I have different people that I'm thinking of. I know it's a guy, and if something like that can happen, then I'm sure that if you think, like, this is the worst year of your life, or that this is a really bad year for you, if that random thing comes into my life, I'm sure something random and impacting in a positive way will help you in that case. Um, there's not a whole lot to add. Honestly, at this point, this series is not a very. I don't. The plans for the series almost are non-existent. If I come up with an idea, then I'll go through that idea and make it into a video. Uh, I don't make scripts. I don't have anything planned out beforehand. It's like topic, go through whatever is best to cover each category within that topic, and then there's the video. I can't guarantee what's next. I really want to put out my I want to put up that gaming video or the game video based on the gaming industry. However, the biggest problem with that is that there's a lot of editing to do, and that's why I'm coming up with like these small videos slash, helpful advice, story time, whatever you want to call it. Um, yes, there's not really a whole lot to add. I don't really have anything else to say. Honestly, thank you for the support. It means a whole lot. Having people, more than 5 people check out these videos is just amazing to me. Um, Especially when they share with others, tell people about them. It's just, again, I make this stuff for you guys. I don't make this for me. I don't make this to go back and reflect on this, because if that was the case, then I would just make audio messages, go back and listen to them to make myself feel better every day. But it's better to have it this way, because then I'm inspiring others to do the same, which is what the community is about. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'm not telling you to like or subscribe, just share. That's all I want. If you want to write a comment, you can. In celebration of this video, and if future stuff comes out for the series, I reopened my Facebook page. I'm going to link that on the YouTube channel. It's not my original Facebook page. It was one that I made when I lost my other account, so there's not a whole lot on there. I will post stuff on there though. I'll post stuff on there just as much as stuff that I post on Instagram. I won't be on there as much, but once I get Facebook Messenger back, I think that'll work. I refuse to use TikTok because I have plans for TikTok in the future, so that's why I'm going to cut any use of the channel with TikTok, and instead I'm going to use that with Facebook. Honestly, even if you think that Facebook's outdated or whatever, the community system and everything, that there's stuff with that app that Instagram just doesn't have. It provides more information, I guess, and stuff, especially if I want to make a group dedicated to the YouTube channel. Definitely check it out there. That's all. I said what I needed to say. Once again, share. Peace.